Yeah, I've seen this. Okay. Yeah, I think one person, two person, however many people, as long as it's the process. So let's see here. This is just gonna be a loom. It'll be a loom and then a guide. So we're not even gonna follow the guide. So first thing you want to do is you want to get to the content calendar, and specifically get to the content series that is the articles that you'll be assigning. So we're assigning from assisted living right now. So we'll click on the assisted living content series. Now we have all of these wonderful articles here. And I can see already that there's a step that I need to do that isn't part of assigning articles. I need to add in all of the actual links, the article links. So I'll add in just a few of those and then kind of show you. And while I'm doing this, I can show you where the articles are stored. So they're in our shared drives. Nope, this is this. But I always make sure that at the end of all of it, there you go, shared drives. If I had like a penny for every second that I wait, just waiting on the internet to load.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, that's just the way it is in the rural areas here. Yeah. But here it is. So I was in shared drives, and then in the content creation drive, under clients, and then AZ, which is our current client, and then articles. So it's kind of pretty nested, but you can find it. And then it's the current article series is assisted living, so it's in there. And this is where all the articles are actually stored. So what we can do is I'll just quickly link a few of these. So get link, right click, and then get link. And then it'll load.
These are the article topics mostly, so writers haven't expanded on them.
Yeah, these are just the topics.
The preliminary keyword topics.
And they will, when they write their article, they'll actually load it right into. Ideally, they'll write it right into these documents, just below all of the brief, the topic and the brief that we give them. So I've got what is assisted living. I've copied that link, and I will find it over here. What is assisted living article link? Do that for a few more. So I can see that these ones we haven't done any extra work on, so I'm just going to copy this one next. Low income assisted living. What I'm doing right now isn't necessarily part of the process, but I'm just kind of walking you through.
It's okay, I'm happy to watch it. I'm still learning. It's good to see everything you do.
So I've copied, so this is low income assisted living, and you find it here, low income assisted living. I will paste it in there. Then this one, assisted living versus nursing homes. Where's the game? Assisted living versus nursing homes is. Okay, it's the second one. And I think there was one more that we touched on, so let's look down here. Assisted living Reno. Okay. Assisted living Reno. It's right there. So, let's talk about the assigning the articles, how it actually works mechanically or like in the technology. What you do is when you decide who you want to assign the article to, you'll, in this author column, you just click on it and you'll start typing the name. Now let's say I want to assign this to Nero. I'll type Nero's name and I would click on it. And I'll go ahead and actually show you what that looks like. I'm going to widen this so you can see it. And you can see that this is now assigned to Nero. Okay. And what's great is what all of the writers have access to see this. But they can't edit it, but they can see all of the assignments, so they can see what they're assigned. And all you need to do after you assign it is go to Slack, find your writer that you've assigned it to. Preferably, actually, you go to the content creation team, and after you've assigned a batch of articles, you can say, "Hey team, we've assigned the articles," and then you send it, and then all of them will get the notification and
Send
know.
the link or
Just let them know that
the
you've assigned the
message.
article and tell them
and
to
they can
look.
go look for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Go
And you
check out content table.
go
or
check out the
Airtable.
Airtable, the content calendar.
Content table.
The content air calendar.
Air calendar.
Now, actually, assigning the articles is a little bit more of an art than a science.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a few things you want to keep in mind, and a lot of that is we'll just look inside of the Google Doc for the article itself, and look at what I'm calling our content brief for each article. So this one, assisted living versus nursing home. This article has a lot of volume. I already know off the top of my head, but you can see that it's a high volume article, so it's going to be one that's less persuasive and more. So it has 15,000 searches per month.
Okay.
So it's going to be less persuasive and more just informational. Of course, always our articles are going to be persuasive, but
this is for ranking.
this is for
Because it's
ranking.
massive.
It's
Big one.
massive. So we just want to get
We just want to rank.
a rank, and so I'm actually thinking that I want a writer that just really likes to teach, and so I know that Lisa actually really likes to teach. So I'm actually going to assign this one not to Nira but to Lisa.
Okay. So Lisa likes to teach.
Mm-hmm.
So some would prefer teaching over being persuasive, selling, teaching over selling.
Teaching herself.
Yeah?
What's the key, the little passwords are,
It shouldn't have any password on it.
oh, you don't have that one, oh, okay.
So I totally wiped it, so when you turn it on, it should be like you just bought it. You'll set it up.
Oh, okay, thank you.
We are, but we'll just cut this out.
Oh, that's nice. I'll just remind everybody.
So yeah, I'm going to assign it to Lisa Aldrich, and well, I guess this is going to work, I think. Author, Lisa, great.
Cool.
Let me go through another couple more just to get a little bit more broad of an idea. Let's go to the next one. What is assisted living? So as it's opening up, I'm going to go and look at a couple more of the statistics on this one. So it has about the same amount of volume. So it's more of a teaching article than a selling article. It's what you call the top of the funnel. So, and okay, the potential article topic is what is assisted living. I'm looking at, I'm just trying to think about what writer this would fit the best. What would you teach about this? There's a type of housing care. They provide assistance. It can be provided in the same facility or licensed home. So this is going to be, seems like it's going to be kind of technical. Technical explanations, so where they're going to get into actual medical stuff. I know that Melanie, our writer Melanie, has lots of experience. Actually, she has lots of history writing in this field, so I think that she would be probably the best writer for this one. She's doing it for like 3 years or something, so I think she'll do a really good job writing that one with all the technical bits. Where are we going? Let's go to this last one here. because it's going to be one that has actually less volume. So it's going to be a little bit more actually selling. Assisted living green, and there's that specific keyword in there, the location specific. So let's open it up, look at it a little more, and but even without looking at it, I'm kind of thinking Nero, because she really is likes to be a persuasive writer. So it's dangerous to put people. Oh yes, it's very much persuasive. Amy's Eden. We still provide all the assisted living, so this is like really.
So she'll enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna go with it. She will enjoy that. Let's see here. Where did Nero. It's kind of an interesting glitch. Just try to click off and click on it. Still doing it. Well, nonetheless, it should show up, but I'll figure it out. Yeah, how to do that. I think that's how you spell it. If not, I'll fix it later. It could be the internet. Aaron and I, or Double A and I were having issues with the internet earlier. Let's see if it shows up here. Let's start typing. Let's see if I just put in the letter and close that out. Wait a second. So this is.
That's the one you just created.
That's the one I just created. Did I accidentally delete Nero somehow from the team? Let's go back to our team, because that links to the teams. So let's see. Active Lisa, Lisa. Oh, there's two Lisas now. I think I must have accidentally deleted Nero, so I don't know how I did that, but I will go back and fix that. Anyway, that's not really something this video know how to do, so.
That's fine. Good idea of how to do it now.
Do you have any questions? Does it?
Yeah, but you could probably be done with it.
Would you feel more comfortable if we stopped the room? Or
Well, I
can we
think
just?
it'd be good to have a, you could give me just general adjectives for each of the writers, the names, and like generally, because now we have quite a few writers, and what their preferences are, like skills, like they're showing me.
Yeah.
So that just in case I know how to do it, the artistic, intuitive stuff, it's like, oh, okay, for this.
Maybe a good place to do that would just be right here in the team. It would be awkward if they kind of saw it all, I think. But this,
keep it hidden somehow.
the only people actually that can see everything in the content calendar are myself, Double A, and Aaron.
Okay.
And then everything else we have to share. So it would just be, this would be basically, I could share this view right here with you and just list
And they wouldn't see
here.
it.
They wouldn't see it.
Okay. Well, that I doubt they'd be offended.
It wouldn't necessarily be offensive, but it's just like,
Yeah.
feels weird to like have
Yeah.
yourself exposed.
Yeah.
It could feel weird.
And it's just very slight preferences, not absolutes, Slight preference for this. It's fine.
So I'll just add in like
So,
something up here.
yeah, so you're gonna assign them all today.
I'll assign them all one article today.
One article today.
Get them started on it.
And that they will usually finish that in a week. Or
They'll finish
half a
it
week.
they'll finish it by Friday,
Okay.
and then
Then they'll need to be assigned a new one on Monday.
they'll be kind of need to assign a new one on Monday. Well, actually, they will start editing that. So on Monday we'll actually look over and tell them if they need any changes. and they start editing on Tuesday. Now this is the timetable that kind of we talked about, and then what we were imagining is it'd be about 2 weeks for to get a batch like a cohort
To the very
end, to when we hand it off, like
So,
12 days.
Yeah, so a lot of those articles need to be prepped for me to delegate them, right? Like
Yeah.
they need the summary or whatever you call it, the blurb.
The blurb. And so some of that I'm actually thinking AA can take over, because a lot of it's just like moving things around technically,
Okay.
to give yourself, all of
The semantic
the
stuff.
well, and then the semantic stuff, we actually give each of the writers has access to log in. Although we might need to change that because the account is like, they're saying that there's something tricky about it. Like, if you try and log in from multiple places, it only allows one IP logged in at a time. And if they detect like multiple different stuff, they might actually shut down your account.
That's
So,
something to talk to Aaron about.
yeah.
Make a note of that.
Okay, and then
They haven't yet, and we've been doing it for about a month, so I don't know how. I don't know exactly what but they have informed Aaron of
Is
that.
it the what's it called?
It's, text tools is the name of the
Text
tool,
tools.
but it's semantic analysis. We use it for semantic analysis.
And then, what do they usually have questions about the writers? Like,
Mostly they don't have a lot of questions. Sometimes they'll have questions about, like, if they need more clarification about the article topic. That's usually where I'll get the most questions. So
okay,
you can look
just to expound on that.
yeah, and what something you can look to for some of those questions is the content series template. This is actually something else that's really good to show you. I haven't, it's not 100% done yet, and hopefully it will be by the time Melanie goes into labor, but I can't
How is she
guarantee it
feeling?
necessarily. She's feeling really good. She's actually feeling a lot better. She was worried because last pregnancy, like, she had a lot of back pain by the end.
So she's not to the pain yet.
She's not to that much pain yet,
Good.
and I'm like really actually happy about it.
Good. That's really, that's a big relief.
So I'm kind of thinking it was actually because Jeffrey was not like
Position.
most of it is when he was, what do you call it, his pregnancy, whatever you want to call it. He was actually breech. He was backward, and then like a month before, or 3 weeks before she went into labor, we had a doctor do a version, but he didn't get like all the way flipped around. He was like kind of jammed into the side, and so it was like really uncomfortable for her. I think because of that. Not that I think made it a lot. Just pushed things wrong, and they got her all out of alignment. But she's been going to the chiropractor like once a week, so that's been actually. She swears by the chiropractor.
Good.
So I was going to pull up the content series template. It's in our content creation drive again, and it's under clients. Amy's eating. It's basically in the same spot. Articles, and then assisted living series, and then it's just hanging out in here somewhere. Assisted living series template. Let me pull it up, show you what's going on there. So this top part, the writing requirements, has been kind of identified based on like what the other pages that are in the top 10 or 100 ranking pages have. So each article it should have this many words, and then check the target word count in the content calendar for specifics. So I haven't assigned the target word count yet. but it's basically just something that's, I look at the top articles that are ranking and use that number and intuition to decide how many words we should assign them. Then 3 to 6 photos, also kind of on the same principle.
Okay.
And we really want to just make sure that the bulleted lists, the numbered lists, the table, and the H2s are all there for 2 reasons. Because it looks really nice. When you're looking through, you don't want to just see one huge body of text. This is a good formula for dividing it up.
I definitely agree with that.
And then the H2s, Google looks at each of the H2s and gives it a higher weight when it's deciding.
What are H2s again?
Those are the headings.
Oh, heading.
So it gives those a higher weight when
Cool,
it's
yeah.
deciding what to rank. Also, just a bold sentence that helps for finding the keywords, and Google looks at that too.
Ideas.
And
Cool.
and then in this one, it is, maybe I should put a little bold on this. Maybe not though. But it says that each will include a local H2. So in addition to the other stuff, it's going to be just one H2 that they can choose exactly what it says, but it's related to Reno, Nevada, or
Okay.
location, and there is, yeah. So that is, I guess that kind of gives
Bolded.
it's.
Or just a heading.
So it'll be a heading and then a whole paragraph or two that they'll write about it.
Yeah. Okay.
And they will use a specific set of semantic words, which the list for those is right here. So add half of these, add half of these words into the article. So then you can just kind of go through here. There's a section about the content series topic, senior care. These are some examples. This gives them some of the tone we want them to use. Local H2, so I'll explain that. Red thread is going to be, I'm actually probably just going to link in we have a red thread guide.
Nice. You have to do that.
Yeah. And then link that in. And then also I'm going to add another, I think maybe even in the red thread, but there is a really good, where is that document that we just finished on Friday?
So this is one of my responsibilities too, is to make sure they have all these.
That will be, I'm trying to think. I think that would actually might be double A's to make sure that they actually have these, but then you'll want to know what's on here just so you can reference it for the questions.
If they have questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I wanted to show you one other really cool thing, because they might have questions about like what's Airbnb's selling point, or what do you want me to really focus on other than the topic. And linked into the red thread, let me just find it like this. Red thread. Oh, it's actually in our guides. Let me go there. Shared drives. Application. Guides. And then our red thread guide. Okay, well, I've got to move that red thread guide in.
Oh man, I'm not judging you. Don't even. I mean, this is a process, order and process. It's perfect. It's all perfect.